Okay guys, revision chapter 8. So chapter 8 starts off with speed, right? So you need that silly triangle, right? If you remember that silly triangle, you have three formulas in one. Cover speed, speed equals distance over time. Cover time, time is equal to distance over speed. Cover distance, distance equals speed multiplied by time. Remember guys, distance is measured in kilometers or meters. So if they're not in kilometers or meters in the question, you need to turn them into it, right? Time is measured in hours or seconds, right? And that means if distance is in kilometers, times in hours, speed is in kilometers per hour. Or if distance is meters and time is in seconds, distance is meters per second. Okay, so example 1. Calculate the speed 90 kilometers of a vehicle that did 90 kilometers in 40 minutes. So you're looking for speed, so cover S. So speed equals distance over time. Speed equals distance over time, which is 90 kilometers, distance over time, which is 90 over 40 minutes. Now remember girls, the time has to be in hours, so this button with the commas on it on the calculator is invaluable to us. Okay, so what we do is we press 90 fraction button, and underneath, now it's 40 minutes, you have to put in the hours first. So it's 0, press that button with all the commas on it, 0 hours and 40 minutes, right? So you have to log it each time. So you get 0:40, okay, into the calculator and press equals, and that will give me 90, well I typed it in wrong. On top I should have 90, I wrote 60. So that's 135, so it's 135 kilometers per hour. So I turned the 40 minutes into hours using that button, okay? Right, example 2, right, calculate the distance, okay, of a vehicle that's going at a speed of 88 in 3 hours. So we're looking for distance, so cover the D in our triangle. So distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So distance is equal to speed multiplied by time. So the speed was 88, the time was 3. 3 multiplied by 88 is 264. And if this is in kilometers per hour, that means the distance is in kilometers. Okay? And the last one then, calculate the time, right? Something went 20 kilometers at a speed of 60 kilometers per hour. So we're looking for time. So cover T, T is equal to distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed. So it's 20 divided by 60. Now, when you put into that calculator, you get 1/3, right? It's 1/3 of an hour, right? Okay, so you have to do 20 over 60 equals, and you get up 1/3. All you have to do is press the button with the commas on it, right? Okay, so press, when you get the 1/3 up, press the button with the commas on it, right? Okay, and it'll tell you that's 0 hours 20 minutes. So it's 0 hours and 20 minutes. So you can just write down that that's 20 minutes. Okay? Then the rest of the chapter is on graphs that tell you a story. Okay, so I drew this graph. It's a real life graph. You're walking home from school. Okay, this is your distance over time. Remember, the slope, girls, represents speed. So you don't have to calculate speed, right? Okay. You don't have to calculate speed, right? Okay. You can just tell by looking at it that when I was walking from here to here, I was going a lot faster from here to here because it's clearly a steeper line. So if you're not asked to calculate the speed, right, okay, you can just tell I was walking slowly, I was walking quickly. Okay, so basically in the first 10 minutes I walked 1 kilometre, I must have been checking having a good time for myself. So in the first 10 minutes I walked 1 kilometre, right, okay, and at 10 minutes, girls, I must have popped into the shop there for 5 minutes, because I stopped, right, and then I realised, oh my god, I'm never going to get home. So between 15 and 25 minutes, the next 10 minutes, I walked the last 3 kilometres, okay. If I was asked for the average speed for the journey, so the speed for the journey is equal to distance over time, right, okay. Average speed for the journey, girls, the total distance I went was 4 kilometres. The time was 25 minutes, so remember that 0 hours and 25 minutes, okay, and then into the calculator to that, 4 over 0 hours and 25 minutes equals, sorry, I don't know what I did there, 0 hours and 25 minutes equals, right, and I was going at a speed of 9.6 kilometers per hour. That was my average speed, okay, so that's not your speed. I probably at no stage was I walking at 9.6 kilometers per hour. Here I was probably going slower, here I was stopped, and here I was probably going faster, okay, right, but the average speed for the whole journey is 9.6 kilometers per hour, okay. If I have something like this, it's cars in a car park, so this is cars in the car park, how many cars are in a car park, and this is the time, now, or the time is across the bottom, okay, now, they tell me in the question that it represents from 9 a.m. to 12 midnight, and every unit is 3 hours. So this means this is 9 a.m. at 9 o'clock in the morning. 3 hours later, the next unit, which is 12 p.m. it's midday. Then the next unit is 3 p.m. Now they told me in the question each unit represents 3 hours. So 3 p.m. that means the next one is 6 p.m. This is 9 p.m. and then this is 12 a.m. or midnight, okay. So they tell you in the question what the intervals represent. So they told me in this question it was every 3 hours. So I can see from my graph at 9 a.m. there was no cars in the car park. At 2 p.m. or at 12 p.m. there was 4 cars in the car park. At 3 p.m. there was 6 cars in the car park. At 3 p.m. there was 6 cars. At 6 p.m. there was also 6 cars, right? Okay, at 9 p.m. right, there was 4 cars, and at midnight there was no cars. Okay, right? So that's what that told me. So it's just questions on that graph then. Okay.